What an album cover, right? Yeah, it's really sad. I guess probably most of you know that last week Charlie Watts, drummer of the Rolling Stones, passed away, and he was truly a unique drummer in the sense that he wasn't worried about playing flawlessly or anything. He could play quite raunchy at times, but you recognize it's him when you hear him play, and that is, I think, the trademark of any great musician. So, as a tribute, today in this video, we're gonna do my personal top 10 acoustic Rolling Stones songs. Well, there've been good times, well, there've been bad times. I've had my share of hard times too. Well, I've lost my faith in the world, honey, when I lost you. When you think of the Rolling Stones, you think of rock music, right? But they did a lot of stuff that was not necessarily only rock. There's a lot of country music influence as well, even bluegrass music. For example, the next song, Keith Richards' acoustic rhythm guitar playing, when you listen to it, on the surface it's a very cute little pop song, but the guitar work is actually bluegrass. Since I was young, I've been very hard to please, and I don't know wrong from right. But there is one thing I could never understand: some of the sick things that a girl does to a man. So I'm just sitting on a fence. Well, you can't say I got no sense. Trying to make up my mind, really it's too hard to find. So I'm sitting on a fence. At number 8, we have a song that is pretty remarkable because it's one of the last times we hear Brian Jones playing with the other Stones. And I always had a soft spot for Brian. I don't know why. There's just something different about that guy, eh? He was a pretty nasty and deeply flawed character by all accounts, but he did play any instrument the man laid his hands on. Eh? The Stones wouldn't have been the same without Brian. Heck, the Stones would not even have existed if it wasn't for Brian Jones. What I like about this next song is the atmosphere. It's very relaxed and a very mellow song. And the lyrics are for once not about booze or drugs and women, but it's just about a guy standing on a corner, waiting on a friend.
Watching girls go passing by, it ain't the latest thing. I'm not waiting on a lady, I'm just waiting on a friend. I'm just waiting on a friend.
On number 6, we have a song that features yet another strange instrument played by Brian Jones. In this case, the dulcimer. And it's a very strange Rolling Stones song in the sense that it's very classical. It sounds like it was composed in the 18th century or so, but in fact, it was written by Mick Jagger, and beautiful song. next song was a hit for the Stones in the beginning of 1967, and it was mostly written by Keith Richards, and it was about his ending relationship with his then girlfriend Linda Keith, who would later on become the girlfriend of Jimi Hendrix, coincidentally. And the song is quite peculiar because it's one of the few #1 hit songs that features a recorder, played by, of course, Brian Jones. She would never say where she came from. Yesterday don't matter if it's gone. While the sun is bright in the darkest night, no one knows. She comes and goes. This next one was one of the first songs that Mick and Keith wrote together, and Keith Richards actually claimed it was the first song he ever wrote. And for a first song, this one is pretty darn good. On number 3, we have a song that Mick Jagger once described as some sort of a Turkish song, which I can see what he means, but to me, the song instantly reminds me of that television series from the 80s I used to watch, Tour of Duty. And on number 2, we have a song from the 1971 album Sticky Fingers. And that album is by many considered to be one of the greatest albums the Stones ever recorded.
Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses couldn't drag me away.
And here we are at the number 1 spot. What could be the best acoustic guitar song of the Rolling Stones? Well, remember, this is for me personally, but it has to be this song that was written mostly by Keith Richards. There you have it, guys. Those are my top 10 acoustic Rolling Stones guitar songs, and it really is sad that we're never gonna hear Charlie Watts live play the drums again with the Rolling Stones, isn't it? Thankfully, we have all the records, but let's just hope it's a long while before any of the remaining members pass away. Now let me know if there were any songs that I missed, and there has to be some Stone songs that I've missed. There were so many that they did. Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, of course, and I will see you next time.